I'm currently on about chapter 14 for this webtoon, and each chapter is about a few pages long. So I'm going to keep this one a bit shorter so that I don't spoil too much, because it is a really good, light-hearted and very cute webtoon. It's a quick read, and I found this webtoon while I was reading The Unexpected Enchantress. If you do remember, I made a video about The Unexpected Enchantress. It's a really good webtoon. Also on Canva, so they're both Canvas series. And this one, The Royal Brat, is about a princess called Ella who was born with eyes that are two different colours. Now, in Ella's world, in Ella's kingdom, if someone is born with two different coloured eyes, that signals that they're going to have really like strong powers. And so, of course, everyone in the kingdom is rooting for Ella. Like she already has followers from birth, because just having those two different coloured eyes almost makes certain that she ascends the throne after her father. But the main problem is it's called the Royal Brat for a reason. Ella is a royal brat. And that's something her father doesn't appreciate. When she gets older, her powers manifest. She's able to control animals. And when he tells her, hey, control the cat to catch the butterfly, and she refuses, she tells him, I don't want to force animals to do things that they don't want to. I want to keep their free will. And her father is really upset with this. He tells her that if she's not going to be useful to the kingdom, then she's not going to be queen, and she's better off just marrying someone else. So if she's not useful, he's going to marry her off. And of course, she's upset. She doesn't like the idea of being married off. She doesn't like princes in general. She hates boys, in her own words. And the cookies that she ate earlier, they are for the arrival of the prince. So Prince Theo, the crown prince of a very powerful kingdom, is going to be, they're promised for each other. Ella really disapproves of this, so she hatches a plan for when the prince arrives. Of course, her plan is going to involve the animals that she has with her. She has 3 sisters, Beatrix and Lilac. But Lilac seems a bit indifferent. Not indifferent. She seems annoyed with Ella's behavior, but she still cares for her. Beatrix, she's like a typical older sibling, like taking responsibility, making sure everything is going smoothly. And they seem to all have this bitterness from losing their mother. I'm not sure what happened to their mother. Again, I didn't want to read too far in or talk about too much. So I'm not sure what happened to their mother, but it seems to have left a bitterness between the 3 sisters, and they used to be very close, but now they are very distant, especially with the father. He seems very strict with Ella. And when the crown prince arrives, so he arrives with his younger brother, who is apparently overshadowed because he's the second in line for the throne. People don't pay much attention to him. Like, I guess it's similar to Ella and her 3 siblings. Her sister, being the middle sister, seems she gives a similar impression as Prince Theo's younger brother. I think with Ella, the reason why people do pay attention to her is because she has powers. Of her 3 sisters, she's the only one with abilities. And I should mention, her father also has 2 coloured eyes of 2 different colours, so he also has abilities. I don't know what they are yet, and I'm so curious to find out what his abilities are. When the crown prince arrives, Ella she's a royal brat, I guess. That's the only way to put it. He starts giving this speech about how great his kingdom is, how mighty his kingdom is, and how they are feared by other kingdoms. Ella scoffs in the middle of his speech, which, when someone's giving a speech about how mighty and feared your kingdom is, usually you'd be afraid of like offending the crown prince. But no, Ella uses her animals. I don't know if she's controlling them at this point, or if she's just so in tune with the animals that they do what she wants out of love for her. But the animals start throwing a racket. They pull down the tablecloth and all the plates fall off. The cat jumps onto the prince and attacks him. The birds flying everywhere. Ella's just laughing at the mess that her animals have made. And of course, they interrupted his speech as well. And the prince is furious. He is angry because he was giving a speech. So of course, he's annoyed, and her father is fuming. He threatens to take away her bunnies. For Ella, her bunnies are like, they're family. Her bunnies are family. And we start seeing flashbacks of Ella and her mother bonding with the bunnies. So clearly, like, the bunnies aren't just her pet. They're not just family, they are remnants of her time with her mother, of her time when her mother was alive. They hold precious memories of her and her mother together. So taking them away is like almost like taking a piece of her mother away from her as well. And he says unless she goes on 3 dates with Prince Theo, he will take her bunnies away from her. That is where I stopped reading. Do give it a go, do give it a read, and let me know your thoughts. You can support the creator of the webtoon on Patreon. They do have a Patreon, and I hope you enjoy it.